Welcome, everybody, to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner here, and I'm joined up high above Perham Gymnasium with Brian Watson, my color guy tonight. Brian, thanks for joining me here on Three Borders Sports Network, and thanks for doing all the technical stuff you've done tonight.
Thanks for having me, Joe. I appreciate it. This should be a fun one tonight. We're in the lap of luxury tonight here in Perham.
We've heard a lot of things about it. This is both our first trips here, and it is quite the facility, to say the least. It's not just the gym and the facility here around the gym, but it's everything else that surrounds the gym is amazing. They've got a weight room second to none. They got a commons area down here behind us with a lot of glass windows, and scoreboards galore all over the place, and it is quite a gymnasium, Brian.
Yeah, it's just a good feel, good basketball atmosphere. I'll be a little bit different with minimum number of fans due to COVID, but just it's playoff time. It's March, NCAA tournament time. The only thing we're missing right now, and I don't want to say it, make it happen, is just a major snowstorm that will really set off playoff basketball.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen, especially when we're 75 miles from home. So
that's right.
All right, again, as Brian said, we are here. It is Region 8 AA playoff basketball. Girls play tonight here, and they are visiting. The Cowgirls are visiting in Perham Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets coming in at 12-6 overall, 10-5 in the section. Breckenridge Cowgirls coming in at 11-6 overall and 8-5 in the section. I had a chance to talk to head coach. Oh, first of all, I got to welcome everybody to the Econo Foods pregame show. And we got a new sponsor there that we want to say thank you, and Econo Foods. So make sure you stop by. They've got some online delivering that you can get some stuff delivered there at home. If you want to do that, just go to their website and look up One Stop Shop, and I'll have that for you here right after we talk to Coach Austin Emdek here on the Econo Foods pregame show. Welcome, everybody, to the Econo Foods pregame show, and we want to thank Coach Austin Emdek for joining us here, head coach of the Cowgirls basketball team. Austin, thanks for joining us here.
You bet. Nice to see you guys again.
All right, nice to see you here in Perham. So we're traveling on the road here, 11-6. It is what it is. I guess we got to travel, and we'll just play a tournament game.
Yeah, you got to win them all at this point of the season anyway. So, home court advantage would be nice, but now we got to come out and play our game and execute well, just like we would if we were at home anyway. So, like you said, it is what it is.
It is what it is, and here we are. And you're coming in as the number 6 seed, and Perham's the number 3 seed. First game of the year that you faced Perham, you defeated Perham 54-37, I believe, and then at Perham here you lost to them by 3 points, 59-56. So close game on the second run. So what do you expect tonight? What do you think? How the girls feeling? Go on there.
You know what? We've lost 3 in a row, so you could say, oh, this team's down in the dumps. They're not very confident, whatever. That's not the case. I think we had maybe our best practice of the year yesterday.
Good.
Energy in the gym was just fantastic. They're locked in. They know the scouting report really well. They're locked into the game plan, and I think we're ready for a great night of basketball here in Perham. And it's one of those situations where we get them by quite a bit at home. They didn't shoot very well, but they shot lights out, 55% from three-point land when we came here last week. So we know that we got to get out to the shooters that we need to get out to, and that's a big part of this game. They're a very perimeter-centric type of team, so we just got to make sure we get out to shooters and rebound the ball really well, and hopefully the ball will bounce our way on the offensive end too finally here. So.
And we talked about it in the pregame show against Pelican Rapids when you played Pelican Rapids. About 4 of your losses are combined average of 2 points a loss, and you could easily be 16-2 right now,
right,
coming into this one. And but anyway, you're here. It is what it is, and I'm glad to hear the girls are ready.
Yeah, and like you're saying, it's not like we got blown out in any of these games.
No,
they were really demoralizing games. There are games at the end of that we had to execute down the stretch, and the ball didn't bounce our way, or this happens, or whatever. We just got to do a better job executing down the stretch, and I think we now have the experience of being in those late game situations and needing to execute, or knowing the situation, whatever it may be, and being heads-up basketball player. So at the end of the day, I think it benefits us as a team. We got experienced players, but we also play some young ones too. So I think that experience that we got in the regular season is going to be very valuable come down this playoff run here.
And you got some good senior leadership along with some underclassmen that are good and playing well for you here coming into the tournament. And so what if you got to keep continuing and going on the road? I guess, and one thing I wanted to mention, this is my first time in this facility. It's just a beautiful high school facility. But you've been here a couple times, and the girls have been here a few times, so it's nothing awe to them. They're not awestruck by it.
No, and we're more so concerned about, Perham shoots it really well in their home gym.
There you go.
So, that's more of our concern. But speaking of the awe, my first year coaching here, it was when they first opened up this new school. And we did actually leave about a half an hour early than what we normally would, just to come in here, step on the court, see the bright lights, get that awe struck out of our eyes and out of our minds. And we actually ended up winning that game in double or triple overtime. So, it does have that effect, but we've been here. They've played volleyball here. They've played basketball here now multiple times. So it's just another place for us, and what a great venue to try to get a win at.
There you go. And we're happy to have you here, Coach Austin Emdeck, head coach of the Cowgirls. Hope we get to see you on Friday night again, Coach, whether we're at home or on the road. We're going to follow you either way you go.
Right on. Appreciate it, Joe.
All right, Coach. Good luck tonight, and good luck to the girls. Head coach Austin Emdeck here joining us on the Econo Foods pregame show. All right, there's head coach of the Cowgirls, Austin Emdeck. The girls come back out of the locker room as you see them. Region 8 AA playoff basketball starts tonight for the Cowgirls, and they take on the Perham Yellow Jackets. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have your OSPTI injury report.
Econo Foods in Wapaton and Breckenridge is your employee-owned hometown grocery store. Now offering grocery pickup Monday through Friday. Order your groceries online and pick them up the same day. Just go to EconoOneStop.com and place your order. EconoOneStop.com. It's that simple. Econo Foods in Wapaton and Breckenridge, your hometown grocery store.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI. Bundling auto and home is a great way to save money and precious time. Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge, will make it easy and convenient. Your savings could be spent on that next amazing vacation. So stop by or call Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge. Call 643-8511. Amanda Frederick is proud to support Cowboy and Cowgirl athletics.
All right, welcome back here to Perham High School here, Perham, Minnesota. Joe Schreiner alongside Brian Watson here. And we are just about ready for the national anthem. But first, I'm going to bring you the OSPTI injury report. For all your sports-related injuries, call the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Fergus Falls, Hankinson, and Breckenridge. On the injury report for the Cowgirls tonight, Abby Johnson will not be playing again due to concussion protocol. She did not clear that, so she is unavailable tonight on the injury report. And Greta Hiluka is unavailable also for the Perham Yellow Jackets with an injury. She is out tonight. So Greta Hiluka is out tonight for the Yellow Jackets along with Abby Johnson for the Cowgirls. There's your OSPTI injury report. For all your sports-related injuries, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Fergus Falls, Hankinson, and Breckenridge. Again, that's part of our Econo Foods pregame show. Online shopping Monday through Friday. Let Econo Foods do your grocery shopping for you. Econo Foods in Breckenridge and Wapaton. Check out www.econonestop.com. That's one, the number one. Econonestop.com. Check that out. Might have to check that out, Brian, get some of that stuff done.
That's right. I'll get right over there.
All right. And then stay tuned here after the national anthem, folks. We'll have the starting lineups brought to you by State Farm Insurance and Amanda Frederick coming after our national anthem, right after we honor America. And these opening announcements. It is time now for our national anthem. There you go, fans. There's the national anthem as we honor America. Our military members past and present at home and abroad, they protect our great country. Also the POWs and MIAs. They got a nice flag hanging up here by the U.S. flag. All right, folks, it's time for now. Your starting lineups brought to you by State Farm Insurance and Amanda Frederick with 2 convenient locations in Breckenridge and Wheaton, Minnesota. For auto, home, property, business, life, and health insurance, contact Amanda Frederick and State Farm Insurance. All right, let's take a look here first. We're going to go with the home team. First for the Perham Yellow Jackets. Number 1, Maya Morris. She's a guard, 5'4", sophomore. Number 15, Stella Razor. She's a forward, 6-foot senior. Number 22, Sydney Anderson, a guard at 5'7", and she is a junior. Katie Johnson, a recent member of the 1,000 Points Club, Brian. Number 24, a 5'4", guard, a senior as well. And number 33, Grace Mickelson, a 5'5" senior at guard position. Head coach TJ Super. Brian, they got a 1,000-point member on their team. You're
going to need to make sure you are aware of where she is on the floor. You're going to need to have a hand in her face and maybe try and make her do some things that she's not used to doing.
All right, so let's take a look at these starting lineups here, brought to you by State Farm Insurance for the Breckenridge Cowgirls. Again, Abby Johnson is out tonight with an injury, unable to play. So Cameron Kaler gets the start, 5'11" junior. And starting for Abby Johnson is going to be Anna Erickson. She had a lot of playing time before Abby got hurt. She was one of the first ones off the bench for Coast Endek, but she gets the start tonight, 5'8" junior. And then number 14, Jude Held, 5'10" senior, gets the start. Number 20, Carsey Materi, 5'7" junior. And rounding out the starting lineup for Coach Austin Emdeck of the Cowgirls, Grace Kazemius wearing number 30. She's a 6'1" senior, averaging 12 points and 9 rebounds per game for the Cowgirls. Almost a double-double average.
Yeah, you'd like to see the Cowgirls get off to a really good start here. You'd like to see Jude and Grace get something going on their screen and roll. And then you got to get some open looks for Carsey Materi. And if she can knock some shots down early, I think it'll be a good night for her. We know that she can put them in, but sometimes shooters just have to get off to a good start and get comfortable.
As you mentioned, Carsey Materi, Coach, she broke the school record with 9 3-pointers. Raleigh actually did the game. Raleigh's watching at home tonight, unable to be here tonight with us, so Raleigh's watching from home, so hi, Raleigh. And Raleigh called that game when Carsey broke the record. And there's the tip, and Grace controls back to Materi. So the Cowgirls with the first possession here. Again, welcome everybody to Three Borders Sports Network, and we want to thank all of our sponsors and some new sponsors here. Joining us tonight, Held on the wing now, outside the arc. Directs traffic, penetrates, kicks it out to the corner. Kaler back to Jude. Jude with the right elbow, backs up. Again, no shot clock in Minnesota. A lot of coaches want to see it. So the offense can take their time to do it. Erickson dribbles around, hands it off to Kazemius. Looking to get it to Held, and it's going to be tipped away there, but it's going to go out of bounds, and Stella Razor controls that one, or tipped it away, I should say.
It's okay to be patient, try and get off to a good start. You want to get a good possession to start with, and see if you can get on the board first here.
And as Coach Emdeck said in the pregame show, he said that they shoot well here at home, so he's probably trying to limit their possessions as well. We'll see how the game goes. Kaler gets it over to Materi. Now to Held. Perham in a man-to-man defense here. Held bounce pass over to Materi now on the far wing. Free throw line extended. Comes back around to Kazemius. Again, Cowgirls patient here. Now underneath to Kaler. Kaler in the paint. Goes around. Off the glass. Up and in for 2.
There you go. That's a good start that you need. Way to use a really good possession to start the game. And Breck going to come out with a little bit of pressure. 2-2-1. Zone press.
So that might have caught Perham off guard there, Coach, a little bit, and that's a good call by Coach Emdeck at the 16:44 mark.
That's what you want to do. You want to kind of come out and do some things that you don't normally do, some things that you've probably worked on up until playoffs but haven't put in the game.
There's an errant pass, but it's going to be controlled by the Yellow Jackets. Wearing black with black numbers, Brian. They're trimmed in yellow, so we might be able to see it a little bit. I know you're a fan of purple or black and yellow, but
Steelers, baby.
I know. Perham moving the ball around for their offensive possession into the corner. Mickelson penetrates the elbow, kicks it out for a 3-point shot by Johnson, the 1,000 Point Club member, and it's rebounded by Kaler on the missed shot.
So you got your stop there. Now you see if you can go down and score again.
See if the Cowgirls are patient. Jude held at 16 minutes to go. In low to Kaler, tries to go up off the glass, picks it up and she'll draw the foul.
Well, they might have an advantage there, Joe. If you're going to give Kaler that block there, Perham could be in trouble a little bit.
That foul will go against Katie Johnson. That'll be her first. Sends Cameron Kaler to the line. Bounces off the front of the iron, no good.
Need to put free throws in. You got to take advantage of every opportunity that you get.
Cameron, a 57% free throw shooter for the Cowgirls. Makes the score 3-0. So it's 3-0 in favor of the Cowgirls, 15:54 to go.
And stay in their 2-2-1 zone press again. Perham doing a good job. That's where you need to get it. Got to get it in the middle if you want to break that press.
Morris gets it to Johnson. Back over to this side. They get it to Anderson. Top of the key. Maya Morris now top of the key. Ooh, almost a travel there. Coaches wanted to travel from the Cowgirl side. Didn't get it. Katie Johnson gives it over. Good defense here by the Cowgirls, getting cheered on by their defensive.
Got to stay with it, yep. Don't have a breakdown, don't bail them out.
There's a little hook shot there, no good by Maya Morris, and Grace Conzemius clears the board.
Make good decisions in transition here, too, as well.
So Jude held, hands it over to Carsey Materi. Jude thought about the three, pulled it back down, now to Materi for a three. Good for three. She swished that one right through the bottom of the net.
Yeah, good possession there. Jude making the right decision not to take that shot. Pass up a good shot to get a better shot, and Carsey knocks it down.
So the Cowgirls jump out to a 6-0 lead here early. There's a little two-point shot. That basket is by Johnson. So that's Katie Johnson's first bucket.
Just finding the hole there in the press, right down the middle. If you're going to press, you got to keep it out of the middle of the floor.
6-2 lead for the Cowgirls now. 14 and a half to go. Materi's looking to drive the left side. Goes up and it's blocked there. And a block by Stella Razor. Taken away by Jude. Back up and there's a whistle and it goes out of bounds. Off the Yellow Jackets. It'll be Cowgirl ball underneath their own basket.
Yeah, Carsey had an opportunity to go to the basket there. I'd like to see the Cowgirls kind of stay with what they were doing here in the first couple of possessions. They got a good shot, got a foul. And Jude doing a good job there after the missed shot to get the turnover.
Lob pass was into Conzemius, and she gave it back to Held. Again, Cowgirls being patient now in this offensive possession again. Looking for the right opportunity, Coach.
Yeah, you just want to take your time. You don't want to, you're not trying to take the air out of it. You're just trying to be deliberate and get a good shot.
Jude took the three, and then a rebound underneath there by Mickelson. Brings the ball back for the Yellow Jackets. A three on the other side, no good. Grace gets up high for the board, and she clears it out to Jude Held. Jude gonna go all the way, tries to throw it up, and they're gonna whistle travel on Jude. She knew it. She shook her head right away to Coach Emdek. And checking in now for the Cowgirls, giving Carsey Materi a rest, is Jonica Bernadas. And we know Jonica can throw it up from deep, Brian.
Yeah, she definitely could shoot it. And again, another shooter that you got to try and find some good shots for. Got to find something in rhythm. And again, if she can knock something down early, she can be really helpful.
The Yellow Jackets break the press here again, getting it up ahead to Johnson. Now moving the ball around, back to Johnson. The free throw line, she backs up. Kicks it over to Morris.
Brecken there man-to-man.
Anderson gets it down low to Johnson. Now top. Free throw line penetration. Again, the Breckenridge fans are supporting their defensive efforts. There's a pass down low. The Willow Theo up and in for two.
Yeah, good pass inside there. Grace couldn't get around in time. She had okay position, but just couldn't get around to get her hand up and maybe get a hand on the ball.
Turnover on the other end by the Cowgirls. Now an opportunity to tie or take the lead here for the Yellow Jackets at the 13:01 mark.
Straight man here by Breck.
So Willow Thiel checked in and got the bucket early here. She comes in as a 5'11" freshman. High out. There goes Morris penetrating. Goes up against Grace and makes the bucket. We're tied at 6.
Morris with the handles there. Nice little between the legs dribble and attack the basket. Go in there and score.
So we're tied at 6 now at 12 and a half. Bernadas Picks the ball up, hands it over to Grace. Now again, the Cowgirls working around the perimeter. Jude looks low, lobs it into Grace. Grace got to get back out to Jude. She gets covered up in a hurry. Down low now to Kaler. She goes up strong, but not strong enough, and it's tipped away there by the Yellow Jackets, and Morris brings it back. Hands the ball off to Mickelson. And nice save on the end underneath there by Cameron Kaler, keeping that one for the Cowgirls. Bernadas thought about the three. She's going to penetrate drive, and there's a whistle and travel on Jonica.
Yeah, you don't need to be in a hurry here. You didn't have the shot in transition, which is fine. Let's just get it back out and let everybody get down here on offense, and then we'll run our set and see if we can get a better shot.
And the Cowgirls were victorious here last time in Perham back on February 9th, 54-37 winners.
Tough building to play in, Joe.
Gotta be.
And the boys, Yellow Jackets, they have a lot of success in this building.
Yes, they do. And there's a steal there by Erickson. Gets it over to Kaler. Again, we're tied at 6, 11:38 to go. Carson Materi checked back in for the Cowgirls. And Bernadas saves that one and went into the hands of Kaler, but it's stolen away there by Grace Mickelson. Crowd wanted to travel, and that three-point shot's no good. And Materi on the board. 2-on-2. Here we go the other way. Materi goes up with the left hand, up and in. She gets it, and one. Materi for 2.
Yeah, Carsey doing a good job in transition there, attacking the basket. And able to get the maybe the old-fashioned here.
Basket is good. The referee is showing the scoreboard. They're saying the bucket's good. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet, but the referee is signaling it's good.
And there they put it up there.
Yep. So 11-11 to go. Materi at the line, 69% free throw shooter. Got it. She's got 6 on the night. She's got 6 of the 9 for the Cowgirls as Jude Held checked back in. So the Yellow Jackets trail by 3 as we approach the 11-minute mark. Held tipped it away from Johnson, but right back into the hands of the Yellow Jackets. Pilgrim looking down low to Johnson, cutting through the lane and didn't get it.
Gotta be careful on some of these back cuts.
Anderson for 3. Grace on the board. Gets knocked around a little bit, and Grace says, get out of my way, and here it is, Jude. Jude, one-handed pass up to Bernadas. Carsey for a long 3. Short, long rebound, taken away by Johnson. Bernadas picks her up. Good speed by Jonica to catch up to her. Mickelson penetrates, kicks it back out now to Pilgrim. Back to Johnson out top. Other side to go to Anderson. Now back to this side to Pilgrim. Johnson looking down low. It's not there. Good defense by Grace.
She's got to stop leaning on her though. She's got to get a little bit of space. Chin on shoulders, fine, but you can't lean on her.
Nice pass underneath there. Nice pass for Thiel. And that penetration drive pass was by Mickelson. Thiel just missed the bunny. And that one was Jonica Bernadas, and I don't know how that happened, but it went way behind the backboard.
Yeah.
And the referee said it was Perham ball.
Yeah, you thought maybe that Perham got a hand on it, but Jonica's just got to go up and score, not worry about getting her shot blocked. Sometimes younger players in big games, they play a little bit different than they would normally. And I feel like that's one where she can really go and attack the basket. She's good enough to go in there and score.
Jonica, one of 2 7th graders that see some playing time for the Cowgirls, along with Parker Yagi. Yellow Jackets penetration drive, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on somebody before the... Oh, no one said 2 shots? I thought it was before the drive.
Yeah, I didn't.
Be on Jude. So Jude gets the foul.
Got to play smart. You got to play with your feet, not with your hands.
At first, I thought he said it was on the drive. And then all of a sudden, he pointed to the floor, and I thought that meant that it was on the drive, and then all of a sudden, he held up 2 fingers. Anyway, first free throw is missed. Second free throw is good by Mickelson. So Grace Mickelson gets her name on the scorebook. And it's a 2-point lead for the Cowgirls here with just about 9.5 to go. Welcome everybody to Three Borders Sports Network. And here goes Jude to the paint. Up and draws the foul. I believe that foul will go against Stella Razor.
Yeah, good job just going down the seam there by Jude. Pick up the foul.
And that'll be Razor's first personal foul on the 6-foot senior. Jude Held's first free throw is good. I won't say her free throw percentage until she's done, Brian.
There you go. You're learning.
I know.
You are learning.
10-7 lead for the Cowgirls as the 77% free throw shooter makes the second one. So Jude's got 2 on the day. As we come the other way now with the Yellow Jackets trailing by 4. Top of the key there to Morris. Now near side to Pilgrim. And back to the top they go with Mickelson. Yellow Jackets doing a good job of moving the ball around, but the Cowgirls are sticking with it, Brian.
Yeah, the Cowgirls are doing a good job of playing just good, patient defense. Not a lot of ball pressure, but trying to prevent the drives to the basket. A good steal there.
Erickson up. Oh, and it rolls off the front iron. She got the steal. She went down for the drive, put it up, and it rolls off the front iron. So good try there by Anna Erickson. Just couldn't get it to roll.
Yeah, good steal. They're just not able to get the finish. Coach Imdeck a little bit surprised that ball didn't go Breckenridge's way, but I didn't see who it went off of there.
Yeah, I think Anna tipped it. Maybe somebody tipped it behind her, but I know Anna tipped it down there on that end. Johnson, good ball handler there, Brian, and she gets it back to Morris.
Perham's got to be careful. Some of these screens that they're setting, they're not getting completely still, and I wouldn't be surprised if you saw an illegal screen called here at some point.
Basket by Razor, her first bucket of the day. Some moving screens is what you're saying, Brian?
Yeah, just not getting set there. They're there in the way, but then try and slide over to get over. You just got to stand there and let her run into you.
Materi on the wing. Down low to Jude. Jude's going to have to kick it out. She does. Erickson for 3, just off the mark. Held on the board. Go up with it, Jude. And it's rebounded by the Perham Yellow Jackets and tying up the Yellow Jackets on that one. Good defensive play there by the other 7th grader, Parker Yagi.
Yeah, Brett's got a set of good 7th graders. I'm not looking forward to seeing these guys in the next couple of years, I tell you that.
Jonica, the other 7th grader, checks back in. Going to give Erickson a rest. So 2 7th graders on the floor for the Cowgirls.
Yeah, with Abby Johnson out, you would expect both of these younger kids to get a little more time on the court tonight.
Kaler hands the ball off to Materi. We're under 8 minutes to play. Cowgirls lead by 2. Section 8 AA playoff action. Number 6 Cowgirls at the number 3 Yellow Jackets. Donatus looks over the other side to Yagi. Now Yagi penetrates to the paint. She's going to go up and put it in for 2 for Parker Yagi.
Parker been doing a good job of just finding the seam again and just getting right down to the basket and putting it in.
Cowgirls with a 4-point lead at the 7.5 mark. In Perham's motion offense here is pretty good, Brian, but the Cowgirls sticking with it.
Yeah, they're just playing good, solid defense, playing with their feet. Not putting a lot of ball pressure on so that you don't get a drive to the basket. My only concern is on the weak side on these back screens.
There's a whistle away from the ball, and it looks like it's going to go against Parker Yagi.
You got to make sure when you're on the weak side, you've got to get off and even with the basket, depending on where the ball is. Still stay in line with the basket, but you can't hug your girl and let her cut across your face.
So Grace is going to check back in. Jude Held goes out for a breather at the 7:12 mark. The ball underneath their own basket here. Grace comes in for a little defensive help. Over to Morris in the corner. She penetrates along the baseline, gets it over to the near side. Thiel out to Johnson. Around the perimeter they go, all the way back around. Parker Yagi doing a good job down low defensively on Thiel. On the near side, Razor. Top of the key, 3-point shot is up and good. And that basket was by Sydney Anderson for 3.
Yeah, she knocked that one down. She knew that was her spot and able to drill it home.
Cuts the lead back to 1 now, 13-12. Cowgirls have not trailed yet in this game. They've held the lead all the way through. Now, I hope I didn't jinx that, guys. Bernatis for 3. A little bit too strong, and a rebound on the other side by Morris. She's going to bring it up into the front court with a chance to take the lead. Thiel. Top of the key to Anderson. She just nailed the 3-pointer from the top of the key a minute ago. Morris now Controls the left side of the paint. She's going to go up with a left-handed jump. Is up and in. And the Yellow Jackets take a lead, 14-13 at the 6:02 mark.
Yeah, Perham's starting to find their rhythm a little bit here.
The Cowgirls, Bernatus. Materi. It's over to Bernatus. Gets a screen from Kazemius. Kicks it over to Kaler in the corner. 5:40 to go here in a second. And Cowgirls being patient again, Brian. They're just taking their time on offense here, looking for things to set up.
You know, the longer you have the ball, the less that the other team can score.
Yagi for three. Parker Yagi puts it on the board. She's got 5 now.
Young 7th grader taking over here. 2 big buckets.
Gives the lead back to the Cowgirls at the 5:20 mark. 16-14. Morris. Back around the perimeter they go. Back now to Morris on the wing. Guarded there by Materi. This time Carsey cuts her off. Razor out top. Looking for help. We'll go to the other side to Morris. Now on the near side they go to Anderson. Back to field. And the Breckenridge fans wanted something, Brian. I didn't see what it was.
Well, they're calling for an illegal screen. They just got to stay still. And sooner or later, I think Perham's going to get caught with it.
Grace swatted that one out of bounds, but she's going to get whistled for the foul.
Yeah, a little bit of contact there down below.
I didn't see the screen away from the ball, Brian. It was away from the ball. I'm taking it.
Yeah, what Perham's doing there, they're setting some back screens on the weak side here. And a lot of times they're just not getting set. And as the player tries to go around, they're sliding with them. And if there's contact there, that should be an illegal screen.
First free throw by Sydney Anderson is a miss. Averaging 11 points for the Yellow Jackets, Sydney Anderson. 5'7" junior. 4:42 to go. Cowgirls lead by 2. Coach Emdeck talking about those illegal screens. I'm sure chirping in the referee's ear on the far side there, Brian.
A coach wouldn't do that.
No. Second free throw is good. So Anderson's got 4 on the day with a 3-point shot. Jude's got to go to the left hand. She gets it over to Erickson. 4.5 to go. Cowgirls lead by 1. Erickson goes to the left side, stops, looks down low, pass to Kazemius. Grace trying to find her way. Now there's a whistle down low, and that'll go against Thiel, I believe. It will go against Willow Thiel. It's her first, team 4th. So a lob pass into Grace. Back down to Jude for 2. Up and in. Nice play there on the give and go, Brian.
Yeah, that's their money out of bounds play. They'll throw it up to Grace. Sometimes they'll give a little handoff as Jude comes around. That time on the overplay, she takes the backdoor cut and gets an easy basket.
Long 3-point shot there taken away on the rebound by Jude Held. And she's going to bring it up into the front court for the Cowgirls as they lead by 3 under 4 minutes to play. It's a nice screen. There was nothing illegal about that screen. Pass down low to Erickson. Up and in. Taking away the line. Perham 1. Erickson for 2.
Yeah, Breck doing a good job of doing what you need to do against a team that takes away the pass on the wing. They're going to come and overplay. You've got to read it and go back door. Bring your girl out, jab step, put your foot in the ground, go back door, and you get a layup, and next time you get a foul with it.
So that's the 5th team foul on the Yellow Jackets as Erickson goes to the line for the traditional 3-point play. Banks it in and gets it full. Erickson's got 3. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. And Kyle DeVries will take a break on the Three Borders Sports Network. 21-15, Cowgirl lead.
It's HOL time. Hydrate and energize with a shake or tea from HOL Nutrition. Enjoy one of dozens of fun flavors, like the Shamrock Cake Shake, or how about the Spring Breaker Protein Tea? Delicious and nutritious. HOL Nutrition, helping create a healthier and happier community. Best of luck to the Yellow Jackets and all the Heart of Lakes Conference teams in the Section 8 tournament from HOL Nutrition in beautiful downtown Perham.
All right, we're back here at Perham High School. I was sent a text message. Turn up my mic, so I'll turn up my mic and maybe try to talk a little bit louder, but thank you. And Appreciate it. Margaret Wilson watching and cheering on the Cowgirls. Thank you. And Watson, they told you to turn up yours too as well. So,
all right.
Dan and Darcy Tolbert watching from Breckenridge. Thank you very much for the comments. We appreciate you watching. The Evans family again watching and cheering on the Cowgirls. Thank you guys very much. And Tara Clostrike, thank you for tuning in. And Jonica Bernatus is a 7th grader. All right, here we go. 3:45 to go. Got a whistle and a travel and an unforced error here on the Yellow Jackets. And the Cowgirls looking to expand that lead as Grace Mickelson was charged with a travel, Brian. Unforced error.
Yeah, you got to take care of the ball, especially in a game like this. Every possession matters.
Again, as many games as the Cowgirls have lost by 2 points. They had 4 games combined with 8-point total loss. And they could be a lot different ways. So like you said, and Coach Emdeck has said on many pregame shows with us, every possession counts. He's trying to drill that into the heads of the girls. Jude held for 3. Rattles in and out, halfway down, and a rebound underneath there by Razor. Coming the other way, Johnson, the 1,000-point member, puts up a 3, no good, and Jude chases it down just before it goes out of bounds. The clock continues to roll. Grace kicks it back out. She might have been able to go up, but Theo was right there defending. Parker Yagi for 3, off the iron, no good, and a rebound underneath there by Grace Mickelson. Mickelson brings it into the front court for the Jackets. Theo goes down low to Razor. Razor gets double teamed. Now over to Mickelson. She penetrates. She's trying to kick it out, and it's taken away by the Cowgirls. 2-on-1. Parker Yagi over to Jude Held. Up and in for 2. Jude has Cowgirls lead by 8 with 2:40 to go. Cowboy fans, Cowgirl fans on their feet. 3-point shot by Johnson. Good. Your 1,000-point member trying to slow it down a little bit, Brian.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
That's what she does. She just goes ahead and knocks that big bucket down.
Lead is back to 5. Cowgirls. Konzemius over to Yagi. She thought about the 3. Back to Yagi, or to Konzemius, excuse me, for a shot from the elbow. Too high off the glass, and Johnson on the board. Grace a little too strong with that one. Grace not on the scorebook yet, so there's a 3-point shot on the other side by Perham, and a rebound underneath, tipped away there and controlled by the Cowgirls, but it goes right into the hands of Johnson. Jude Held reaches out for the block and not good, and it's going to be tipped away there by Thiel. It'll be Cowgirl ball with 1:45 to go. So 1:45, Cowgirls 23, Yellow Jackets 18. As Jude Held going to bring it up into the front court with 1:40 to go. Erickson going to get a screen from Grace. Now a 3-point shot by Materi, just a little bit short, and a rebound underneath there by Morris. Trailing by 5, here come the Jackets. Morris to the near side, Mickelson. Back to Morris. To the corner they go, Anderson. Morris and Anderson playing catch over on the far side. 1:15 to go. In the first half, Cowgirls lead by 5. There's a 3-point shot by Morris, no good. And Theo reaches over the top of Materi and get the ball back for the Yellow Jackets. Penetration drive. Grace altered that thought as Morris has got the ball now. We're under a minute to play, 56 seconds to go. 23-18, Cowgirls lead by 5. Morris to the corner, now down low they go to Razor. Razor up against Grace, up off the glass, no good. Grace on the board, no whistle underneath. And Jude Held's going to bring it back up with less than 40 seconds to go. Cowgirls got to be patient here. To the corner, Materi. She's got a wide open 3, though. Got to take it. And she got it. Carson Materi for 3. We got a timeout on the floor.
Big bucket there by Carsey.
Man, with 27 seconds to go, Carsey Materi drains that one. We'll take a break, too, Brian. It's a full timeout. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, Cowgirls 26, Yellow Jackets 18, 27 seconds to go. Back after this message.
Todd's Welding in Breckenridge is your headquarters for heavy truck and trailer parts, and their service center is top-notch. Todd and his crew offer annual DOT inspections, oil changes, wheels, seals, and brake jobs on your truck and trailers. Make sure your equipment is road and field ready. Give Todd's Welding a call today, 218-643-4535, or stop by the shop just off Highway 75 South Breckenridge. Todd's Welding Shop Incorporated is proud to support high school athletics.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. 27.2 seconds to go. The Cowgirls stretch their lead out on a three-point shot by Karsi Materi to make it 26-18 with 27 seconds to go. So a big possession here for Perham, Brian. They're down by 8. They don't want to give up a quick possession here to the Cowgirls, where the Cowgirls can make a double-digit lead before half.
Yeah, I think you use all the 27 seconds. You either go down 6, or you either go in down 8, or you go in down 6. You certainly don't want to go in down 10 or 11.
And I think Coach Super probably told them exactly that, Brian. You guys are head coaches. You think the same. Super's in his 15th year of coaching here with the past 8 seasons in Perham.
Joe, I'm still learning.
All right, here we go. 22 seconds to go. Lost my pen, Brian. I got to get my pen. Morris here on the near side. 15 seconds to go. Perham being patient, trying to burn the clock. Penetration drive, underhand scoop, layup, no good. Cowgirls with a chance. Grace got to get it up in a hurry. 4 seconds. Grace half-court shot. They practice that just off the front iron, and no good, and that will end. Grace had a couple more steps there before she had to take that one, but that would have been huge had the Cowgirls made that shot.
Yeah, that's like I said, Joe, you want to use it all. Breck had plenty of time to get down there and get a good shot. 4 seconds is plenty of time to go to the length of the floor. And Perham, I think, escapes one there, and not to let Breck extend the lead there on the last second shot.
Yeah, I think Mickelson drove that lane a little bit quicker than maybe the coach wanted, but she saw an open lane, so she went after it with an underhand scoop layup, and it didn't quite get it to fall.
Yeah, and sometimes, you give up a basket there late. That could be the deciding factor in the game.
So, again, we want to thank everybody. Shannon Wendorf, Scott and Shannon tuning in tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Margaret Wilson again, you're welcome, Margaret. Thank you very much for watching. Karen and Carly are watching here. Thanks, guys. Go Cowgirls, she said. Karen and Carly Kappas. And again, Shannon and Scott Wendorf, again, shouting out here. And keep it up, Cowgirls. So we are cheering for the same. Brian and I kind of like doing this, so we want to keep it going too as well. So we're going to take a break here, and when we come back, we will have the Three Rivers Decorating halftime show. Three Rivers Decorating, our new halftime sponsor tonight for the Cowgirls. Again, Three Rivers Decorating, our halftime sponsor. We'll come back after these messages right here on Three Borders Sports Network. Your halftime score, the Cowgirls 26, the Jackets 18. Back after these messages.
They've always come through for me. I trust their word. I trust what it is that they're selling, and I'll go back there again. We have developed a trust relationship that makes walking in the door at Nelson's a good experience.
It's HOL time. Hydrate and energize with a shake or tea from HOL Nutrition. Enjoy one of dozens of fun flavors, like the Shamrock Cake Shake, or how about the Spring Breaker Protein Tea? Delicious and nutritious. HOL Nutrition, helping create a healthier and happier community. Best of luck to the Yellow Jackets and all the Heart of Lakes Conference teams in the Section 8 tournament from HOL Nutrition in beautiful downtown Perham.
It's not too soon to get ready for graduation, and Bold Print in Wahpeton is your graduation headquarters. Everything from signs, banners, invitations, and more. If you're looking for that special personalized gift, Bold Print offers custom canvas prints and framing, and new to Bold Print is their custom decal machine, which is great to promote your business. Give them a call today, 642-2188, or check them out online. Use boldprint.com. Todd's Welding in Breckenridge is your headquarters for heavy truck and trailer parts, and their service center is top-notch. Todd and his crew offer annual DOT inspections, oil changes, wheels, seals, and brake jobs on your truck and trailers. Make sure your equipment is road and field ready. Give Todd's Welding a call today, 218-643-4535, or stop by the shop just off Highway 75 South Breckenridge. Todd's Welding Shop Incorporated is proud to support high school athletics. Spring is here, and Breckenridge Drug wants to celebrate. Don't miss their Spring Fling this Saturday from 9 to 2. Register for door prizes and enjoy 20% off all of Jody's Easter and spring decor. There's also a great floral selection, including succulents and supplies, to design your own or have one custom made. It's Breckenridge Drug's Spring Fling this Saturday, 9 to 2. Breckenridge Drug, located on 5th Street North in Breckenridge.
Why shop at Nielsen Electric in Wahpeton? Here's a few reasons. They're locally owned and operated. The service department technicians at Nielsen's have over 35 years of combined experience. And when you shop at Nielsen Electric, you'll always receive friendly personal service before and after the sale. Nielsen Electric on Dakota Avenue in beautiful downtown Wahpeton. Check them out online at nielsenelectric.com.
Better living begins at home, and Three Rivers Decorating in Wahpeton is your personal designing service. New flooring in your home can totally change its look and feel. Three Rivers Decorating has dozens of vinyl plank designs to choose from, along with carpet, tile, and linoleum. Whether it's updating your home's interior or retail space, Three Rivers Decorating has all of the latest styles and trends. They also offer free estimates. Give them a call today, 701-642-8454.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner and Brian Watson on the board tonight. Appreciate everything you do, Brian. And we are at halftime here in Perham, Minnesota. The Cowgirls lead by 8, 26-18. Welcome everybody to the Three Rivers Decorating halftime report. For all your home decorating needs, contact Three Rivers Decorating in downtown Wahpeton. Three Rivers Decorating halftime show. Let's take a look at the scoring here first for the Perham Yellow Jackets. Again, Perham coming in here as the number 3 seed. And 12-6 overall, 10-5 in the section. Maya Morris with 4 points, averaging 8, so she's halfway to her mark on her average. Stella Razor averaging 8 points, just got 2, held defensively there very nicely by Grace Conzemius in the first half. 2 points for Willow Thiel coming off the bench. Sydney Anderson with 4 points. She had a 3-point field goal for the Yellow Jackets. Katie Johnson has 5 here in the first half. She also had a 3-point shot, averaging 13. Just with 5 here in the first half. And Grace Mickelson with 1 free throw and 1 missed free throw in the first half. She has 1 point. So there is your scoring for the Perham Yellow Jackets. Let's take a look at the scoring now for the Breckenridge Cowgirls. The number 6 seed here in Region 8 AA basketball. The Cowgirls coming in here at 11-6 and 8-5 in the section. 5 points coming off the bench for 7th grader Parker Yagi. 5 points. She got a 3-point shot and a 2-point field goal. So 5 points for Parker Yagi coming off the bench, getting good minutes and good time here for Coach Emdeck. And then also for the Breckenridge Cowgirls, Cameron Kaler has 3 points. She had a 2-point bucket and 1 free throw. She's 1 for 2 from the line. Anna Erickson had a traditional 3-point play with a 2-point bucket and a free throw. And Jude held 2 for 2 from the line, and she also has 6 points. She has 2 2-point field goals. And then with 2 3-point field goals, a 2-point field goal, and 1 free throw, Carsey Materi leads the Cowgirls in scoring unofficially with 9 points. And that adds up to 26-18 here at the half. Region 8 AA girls basketball tournament action right here on Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for the text messages. If you want to send more, you can certainly send more to my cell phone, 701-640-2619. You want to take a break, Brian? All right, we'll take a break. And when we come back, we'll have half number 2. Cowgirls lead it on the Three Rivers Decorating halftime show. 26-18 over the Yellow Jackets. Back after these messages.
1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987. Bruder's Butcher, Highway 75 North Breckenridge, believes in community, customer service, and the goodness of meat. Bruder's Butcher provides quality raised and butchered beef at an affordable price. From raising cattle born on family farms to butchering and preparing the meat for your dinner table, they are that dedicated. Stop into their store located Highway 75 North Breckenridge or check them out online, brudersbutcher.com.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987. Better living begins at home, and Three Rivers Decorating in Wahpeton is your personal designing service. New flooring in your home can totally change its look and feel. Three Rivers Decorating has dozens of vinyl plank designs to choose from, along with carpet, tile, and linoleum. Whether it's updating your home's interior or retail space, Three Rivers Decorating has all of the latest styles and trends. They also offer free estimates. Give them a call today, 701-642-8454.
Once again, we're back here at Perham High School Gymnasium, home of the Yellow Jackets, and the Cowgirls lead on Three Borders Sports Network. Region 8 AA playoff action, 26-18 over the Yellow Jackets. So, Coach, you've always said the first 5 minutes are the most important part of the second half. So what do you think Coach Emdek had to say to the girls down in the locker room?
I think they still want to be patient. You can be deliberate, but you just don't want to be a little too overcautious with your offense. Still want to run your stuff and look for open shots. Try not to pass up any good opportunities. And then you just got to continue to play good, solid defense. Perm's going to make some shots. They're going to make some open shots. But you got to limit them to one shot, and then you got to take care of the basketball.
The Cowgirls, since the 6:02 mark, on a 13-4 run here over the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets took the lead 14-13 at the 6:02 mark, and the Cowgirls have outscored them 13-4 since that time. So a good run there by the Cowgirls. Gives them the lead with 8 points as we begin half number 2. Morris. Down low they go, and it's going to go. Nope, it's a save underneath there by Johnson, but it went right into the hands of Grace Consemius. She'll hand the ball off now to Jude Held, and she'll bring it back up into the front court. Looks for Kaler. Kaler at the right elbow, turns around to Jude. She thought about the three, pulled it back down. Jude backs up. Looks over to the left side, Materi. Guarding her is Morris. They're not going to let Carsey get another open look at a three, I'm sure.
No, not after she knocked down 2 there.
17-minute mark approaching here as we're early in the second half. Cowgirls again being patient. They were patient to open up the first half, and now again being patient here to open up the second half. Kaler hands it off to Jude. Jude's got a wide open three. He's going to take it off the iron. A long rebound. Johnson chases it down into the corner. She'll hand the ball off now to the other side to Mickelson. She brings it up into the front court for Perham.
Had a good look there.
She did have a good look, yep. Morris goes to the right side, penetrates on Materi, gets to the bucket. Got to kick it back out to Johnson. She'll kick it back out. Mickelson penetrates, stops, turns around, gives it over to Morris for 3. Got it for 3. Maya Morris, she's got 7 on the day. That's her first three-point bucket. She averages 8.
Well, that's certainly the way that Perham wanted to start it out the half. Knock down a big bucket, get 3 early, see if you can cut into this lead.
Down on the floor, trying to get that one away was Mickelson. Grace looks down low to Kaler, back to Grace. We've seen her shoot the 3, but not very often. Carsey penetrates, drives, no good. Grace on the rebound. 3-point shot by Jude, no good. Kaler hustles for the rebound. Back out to Jude, top of the key. Jude penetrates, goes up hard, off the glass, no good. And a rebound underneath by Razor. A lot of flurry there of stuff going on, Brian, but the Cowgirls couldn't cash in.
No, and Perham getting what they want. They just want to limit Breck to 1 shot and see if they can continue to cut into the lead.
Almost tipped away by Erickson. Bernatus heads over to the scorer's table.
And Perham can be patient, too. You don't have to be in a big hurry. You want to work for a good shot. They've got some good open looks.
Johnson to the near side. Anderson. Morris penetrates to the baseline. Good defense there by Materi. Again, the Cowgirls doing a good job of penetrating or defensively cutting off the drives. Down low they go to Razor. Shot up too hard off the glass, and Jude on the weak side rebound.
Yeah, the Cowgirls done a good job with their help defense tonight, Joe.
Down to Grace. Grace goes up with the left hand, up and in for two. Grace Conzemius for the bucket. Count it and one.
And there she is. We've talked about that before, earlier in the season, how Grace, for a big girl, does a good job of running down and sprinting down the floor. That time she's right down the middle. They find her streaking to the basket, and she gets the foul.
Foul is on Sydney Anderson, her second, as Thiel checks in now for Razor. Grace's free throw just off the mark, and the rebound underneath by Thiel. And Perham was tipped away there by the Cowgirls. It'll stay with Perham. A 7-point lead now for the Cowgirls. They led at halftime by 8. 14:47 to go. Perham with the bucket, or with the ball underneath their own bucket. Morris back to Johnson for three. There it is, a set-up play and a long rebound out to Materi on the weak side. Carsey gets it up ahead to Erickson. Looks down low, and it's tipped away by Johnson. Good defensive play by the Yellow Jackets. Goes right into the hands of Mickelson. Kicks it back. Three-point shot, short, no good, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Cowgirl basketball. Shot there by Anderson was just short, didn't just barely hit the bottom of the net. Bernatus gets the inbound pass. Little pressure here from Perham, but Bernatus brings it up into the front court. And the 7th grader looks for somebody to give it to. Now she gets it over to Grace. Grace eyes up the three, takes a shot off the back iron. Rebound by Kaler, up strong, and in for two. Cameron Kaler for 5 points and increases the lead to 9. Biggest lead of the game here for the Cowgirls.
Cameron Kaler just doing the dirty work down there, cleaning up the mess and putting it in.
Johnson comes right back for two, Brian. Your 1,000-point member puts it in the hole for Perham.
Well, you're not going to be able to shut her down, but you certainly want to try and contain her a little bit.
Bernatus now top of the key for the Cowgirls. 13:45 to play. Cowgirls lead 30-23. And there we got a crash down low. We're going to see who gets called. The fans, and it's a lot of the boys team down underneath the bucket, cheering on their classmates. They called that one before the referee.
Yeah, a little bit of a push there.
They say that was on Mickelson. I believe that's her first. Yes, it is. Team second here in the second half. Cowgirls don't have any team fouls yet. Materi goes out for a breather.
Here's their play here.
There
yep, they just do a two-girl game there.
And again, another knock down there. Grace goes down hard, and no call on that one again. And again, the boys underneath the bucket trying to referee for everybody.
It's playoff basketball, Joe. You just let them play. It's not the same old, same old.
Thiel down low. Spins around on Conzemius, puts it up and in for two. Nice move there by Willow Thiel.
Yeah, good job down there. Grace doing a good job on D, just not able to stay in front of her. Certainly don't want to pick up a foul down there.
Lead is back to 5, 30-25, 13:06 to go. Jude, near side Bernatus. Top of the key now to Conzemius. Conzemius goes down low, and Jude does all she can to save it. Finds Bernatus cutting down to the bucket, and it's tipped away there by Johnson. It'll stay with the Cowgirls.
Breck has a little bit of an advantage here with Jude in the post. She can take her girl. She's got a little smaller girl on there. They had an opportunity to try and get it in there. Grace was just coming at the wrong angle. Need to get it back to the wing to try and get it down there. You got her down low again. You got to get it on this side of the floor, though, where she wants it.
Parker Yagi checks in for the Cowgirls. Coach Bogey over there talking to Grace on the side. Maybe he's telling her the same thing there, Coach.
I think they want to try and go in there to her.
Jude out high with the ball. 30-25, 12 and a half to go here in half number 2. Cowgirls lead by 5. 3-point shot, just a little bit too strong. Johnson on the board. And an accidental foul there by Parker Yagi as she runs in to Johnson.
Yeah, just being active there. That's okay. Just trying to do some good stuff and just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time there.
12:20 to go, 30-25. Cowgirls lead by 5. Morris on the far side, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Thiel. Down to the corner they go, now back out Johnson. Over to Mickelson. Again, both teams patient on offense here, waiting for the right shot, Brian. There's a whistle and a travel. I think Coach Emdeck was calling that one before the referee, too.
Yeah, you gotta have that pivot foot there. I mean, you got plenty of time, Joe. You really, for both teams, they really don't need to be in a hurry. You just need good shots that give you good opportunities to score.
We're under 12 minutes to play. Bernanis brings it into the front court for the Cowgirls. Gotta have help. She does to Kaler. Looks down low to Jude. Jude goes up too strong, too hard off the glass, and Johnson on the board. And there's a penetration drive. Nice pass. Short, no good. And a battle for the board. Miyagi comes away with it. Thiel put it up, couldn't quite get her own rebound. And the Cowgirls come away. They got lucky on that one.
Yeah, let's see if they try and go inside again there. They had a good opportunity there with Mickelson on Jude.
Erickson in the corner. Dribbles it out a little bit. Turns around, hands it off to Yagi. Back to Erickson. Thought about the three, pulled it down. Jude now top of the key. Held, backs up, goes to the left side, now back to the right. Top, comes to the right side of the paint. She's going to go up against the hole. Got it! Two for Jude. Count it and go to the line. Get that other one, Jude. 11:03. Cowgirls out to a 7-point lead on the bucket and one by Jude.
Yeah, if you can get Jude one-on-one there with Mickelson, she's got a bit of an advantage there. Tough time to guard her out front. And then also Jude can go in the post, doing a good job driving to the basket, picking up the foul there.
So Jude looking for the traditional three-point play with 11:03 to go and makes it.
Here's the other thing about that, Joe, is that, Jude's driving down the lane and you got Jonica Bernatis on the wing, and Perham is not going to help off of her, so that gives Jude a chance to drive to the basket without any help.
Back out we go now. The Yellow Jackets control. Mickelson. Near side Johnson. Cross-court pass, other side for a three-point shot. Up and good, and that bucket is by Sydney Anderson. So Anderson with her second three cuts the lead to 5 again.
Perham certainly has some good shooters, and when you're at home, you can shoot it.
Materi for three, short on the iron. Johnson on the board. Here comes Mickelson. Kicks it out to the wing. Back to Johnson. Again, you don't want to leave her open very long. Mickelson to the corner to Anderson. 10:15 to go. Almost tipped away, and there's another three-point shot from the same spot. She got 2 in a row over there. Another one for Sydney Anderson.
Yeah, you certainly got to start moving on the pass here. Breck looked like they were in zone there his last 2 times and giving up 2 threes.
Now down to 2. Jude spins. Gives it back to Yagi. Erickson with a 2-point lead. Cowgirls control with Jude. Jude goes to the left side, looks down low to Grace. Grace cuts up and good for 2. Grace Kazemius. Nice pass from Jude as Grace was breaking to the bucket, Brian.
Well, you got that too. I mean, earlier in the game they tried to work a little bit of screen and roll, but there was good spacing. That time Grace got a good dive to the basket and able to get a good pass.
Again, Parker Yagi falls hard to the floor. No call. The referee says, sit down, coach. In down low, tipped away there by Grace. A block. Coming up is Karsi Materi. Yagi wasn't open. She looked at it. Erickson for 3. Got it on the bank. For 3. Anna Erickson with her first 3. And the Cowgirls back up to a 38-31 lead with 8:49 to go.
I guess the bank is open late tonight, Joe.
The bank is open. I wonder if she called that in horse. People don't know how to play horse anymore, do they?
No, nobody uses the board.
Razor up against Kazemius, too strong. Grace hustles for the rebound, gets it and controls off to Yagi. Here come the Cowgirls. Materi's going to pull it back, wait for teammates. Yagi for 3, right in front of me. Short, no good. Johnson on the board. 8:20 to go. Cowgirls lead by 7. Got a whistle and a timeout. Brian will take a timeout as well on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. 8 minutes, 18 seconds to go in half number 2. Cowgirls lead 38-31. Back after these messages.
Why shop at Nielsen Electric in Wahpeton? Here's a few reasons. They're locally owned and operated. The service department technicians at Nielsen's have over 35 years of combined experience. And when you shop at Nielsen Electric, you'll always receive friendly personal service before and after the sale. Nielsen Electric on Dakota Avenue in beautiful downtown Wahpeton. Check them out online at nielsenelectric.com.
Spring is here and Breckenridge Drug wants to celebrate. Don't miss their Spring Fling this Saturday from 9 to 2. Register for door prizes and enjoy 20% off all of Jody's Easter and spring decor. There's also a great floral selection, including succulents and supplies, to design your own or have one custom made. It's Breckenridge Drug's Spring Fling this Saturday, 9 to 2. Breckenridge Drug, located on 5th Street North in Breckenridge.
Well, the Cowgirls stretched out the lead again, Brian, 38-31 here as we take a timeout at the 8:18 mark. I got a shout out here from Cancun, Mexico.
Wow.
Emma Bonches is watching on vacation, cheering on her Cowgirl friends from Cancun, Mexico. How about that?
Well, at least she waited till the season was over to go to Cancun.
Congratulations, Emma, and thanks for tuning in and watching Three Borders Sports Network. I got a couple more here we got to go to later here.
Emma should probably bring her coach something back from Cancun.
There you go. And her favorite sports announcer maybe too.
There you go.
All right, Morris on the dribble drive, kicks it back out now to the top to Mickelson. And let's see what Coach Super called up here in the timeout. 8 minutes exactly to go. We're more than halfway through the second half with a 7-point lead. Steal by Erickson. She's going to stop, and it's blocked. Nice hustle back on defense by Mickelson. Erickson stopped to take the jumper and didn't go up hard for the layup, Brian.
Yeah, Mickelson did a good job there getting back in defense.
So the Cowgirls with the ball underneath their own bucket. Get it in. Kaler brings it over to the near side. Hands it off to Jude, and it goes on to the ground.
As long as you have the lead, you do not need to be in a hurry.
Nope, 7-point lead for the Cowgirls. We're just approaching the 7.5 mark. Kaler thought about it, kicked it back out to Conzemius on the left elbow. Grace penetrates, goes up with the left hand, up and in for 2 for Grace. Grace has got 6. She had none in the first half and has come alive now in the second half for the Cowgirls, and a 9-point lead again, matching their biggest lead of the game, Brian.
Yeah, Breck want to be careful. You want to be you want to take your time, but you don't want to be timid with the basketball. You can be deliberate but not timid. And I think Kaler passed that one up right there at the elbow. That's one that she can make, but they still get the basket. Just got to be careful down the stretch here.
In the Yellow Jackets patient on offense. Yellow Jackets number 3 seed. The Cowgirls number 6 seed. Region 8 AA basketball playoff action. Thought about the 3, pulls it back down, penetrates into the paint. No travel, kicks it out to Morris for 3. No good. Grace on the board. Coming up from behind, a whistle and a foul. And that's going to be on Razor. I believe that was Stella Razor. Yes, it was.
Now, as the game goes on here, Joe, you start to get late in the game. You got 6:41 left to go here in the second. You start to get tired. And Breck does a really good job of helping and stopping drives. But you've got to be able to help and then recover. And right now, they're just a hair late on their recovery. And Perham's getting some open shots. Now, they've knocked down a few, but here late, you got to make sure that you're able to get back on that pass.
Now we're back in action here at 6:35 mark. Pressure there by Perham, and there's going to be a whistle and a foul. I think it's going to be called Morris. Nope, she tipped it out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Cowgirls right in front of the Cowgirl bench. 40-31, 9-point lead matches the Cowgirls' biggest lead of the game. Cowgirls have not led by double digits yet.
Don't need to force anything. Just keep running your stuff.
Materi looking for somebody to come out. Makes the offense move to the free throw line. Mickelson with good defense on her. Down low to Jude. She puts it up. A little bit awkward shot and tipped around, and it falls right into the hands of Sydney Anderson.
Yeah, I don't think Jude knew where she was. She has a good hard cut, but a little too far out of position.
Wide open 3 for Morris.
That's what I'm talking about, Joe. You got to know where these shooters are. You can't give them these wide open looks. These
40.
guys are playing at home. They'll knock them down.
40-34. Jude Held loses that one. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be turned right back over to the Yellow Jackets. As Erickson checks in for Jude. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go in regulation. Perham High School, Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson on the camera, on the technical stuff. Thiel spins on Grace, down low, up, off the glass for 2. So Thiel has got 6 on the night.
And here comes Perham with the pressure.
And they got the steal, and there's a push, I believe, by Kaler.
Yeah, you got to settle down here a little bit.
4-point lead.
You got to know the pressure's coming. 5 minutes to go. Perham trying to fight their way back on a score. You got to be ready for that pressure.
That's Kaler's first foul. Team second. Perham has 4 team fouls. Now the Cowgirls need a good defensive stop here. Johnson. Erickson right on her. Tips that one. Goes off Grace's hands. It'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets with 5:17 to go.
I think Grace got to be a little more aggressive down here in the post. Try and fight around her, not just let her catch it and stay behind. She scored a couple baskets here.
And a steal there by the Cowgirls. Tollefsons are listening too and got it on the big screen at home. Thank you, Tollefson family. 3-point shot for Erickson, just off the mark. Good hustle by Kaler to control the rebound. Down low they go to Grace, and no foul called there. Again, the boys underneath the basket are trying to help the referees and just not getting any help from the referee. We got a timeout on the floor. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, 4 minutes, 53 seconds to go. Cowgirls 40, Yellow Jackets 36. Back after this message.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Econo Foods in Wapaton and Breckenridge is your employee-owned hometown grocery store. Now offering grocery pickup Monday through Friday. Order your groceries online and pick them up the same day. Just go to econoonestop.com and place your order. econoonestop.com. It's that simple. Econo Foods in Wapaton and Breckenridge, your hometown grocery store.
Welcome back to Perham, Minnesota. Perham Gymnasium, home of the Yellow Jackets, where the Cowgirls lead by 4. Their biggest lead of the game has been 9. They've had it twice. Lead to Kaler, back to Grace Consemius now. Down low they go to Bernatus. Almost taken away there, but it's kept by the Cowgirls. And no foul called again as Materi goes down. And here comes Morris.
You know, you can't go in there trying to draw the foul. You have to go in there to score first.
Penetration on the far side by Anderson. Down low they find Thiel. She got away from Grace Consemius for 2.
Yeah, Grace just got turned around there.
Willow Thiel with 8.
Here comes the pressure again.
Bernatus going to bring it up here all by herself. Again, a lot of pressure. There's finally a reach foul. I was down right here in front of us, Brian. And I was like, I saw that one. And that foul is going to be whistled against Maya Morris, the 5'4 sophomore, reaching in on Jonica Bernatus, the 7th grader.
7th grader doing a good job of handling the pressure there.
4 minutes, 6 seconds to go. Tanner Rabbithead, thanks for tuning in and watching Three Borders Sports Network. Tollefson family in Wapaton cheering on Carsey and the Cowgirls. 4 minutes to go, Brian. Materi for 3. Got it! Count it and put it on the board.
Yeah, big bucket there. You just can't be afraid to score or afraid to take a shot. You just got to be ready to knock them down, and Carsey knocking the big bucket down there.
Just under 4 minutes to play. Materi, she gets her 3rd 3 on the night. Now here come the Yellow Jackets, down low to Razor. Grace trying to push her way in there. That one goes up and off the board for 2.
Yeah, Grace got to beat her to that spot, not let her catch the ball in the lane, better outside of the lane rather than in the lane.
3-point lead, under 3.5 to play. Jude held to Erickson. Or excuse me, that's Kaler. Now to Consemius, to the left side of the paint, goes up with the left hand, blocked there by Razor. No whistle, no call. And the boys trying to help the call, but didn't help.
Yeah, Grace got to extend up and go as high as you can and try and get that thing in.
3:15 to go. Cowgirls lead by 3. Held, looks to the corner to Materi. She's looking down low to Grace, not there.
Screen roll now.
Screen and roll, not work there. Ball on the floor. It's taken away by Thiel. Will Thiel having a great game here for the Yellow Jackets coming off the bench. You got a whistle and a timeout. We'll take a timeout too as well on the Farmers Union and Insurance scoreboard. And Kyle DeVries, 3:01 to go, 43-40 lead for the Cowgirls back after this message.
What matters is you finding the right college for yourself. And so I transferred to NDSCS. I love the fact that people are always nice to you and you make a lot of great friends. My name is Dawafi and I am here for my future.
The buying experience at Nelson Auto Center is extremely positive. There's no hidden agenda. You know exactly what you're getting when you walk out the door.
Staff is very courteous, very friendly, and it's always a good experience.
Nelson Auto Center, online at nelsonfergusfalls.com.
Bruder's Butcher, Highway 75 North Breckenridge, believes in community, customer service, and the goodness of meat. Bruder's Butcher provides quality raised and butchered beef at an affordable price. From raising cattle born on family farms to butchering and preparing the meat for your dinner table, they are that dedicated. Stop into their store located Highway 75 North Breckenridge or check them out online, brudersbutcher.com.
All right, we are back, and it's loud here in Perham High School. 3:01 to go. Cowgirls lead by 3. Chris Burt, thanks for tuning in and watching Three Borders Sports Network. Jeannie, thank you very much. Shelley and Glenn Tollefson and Lisa Altoff tuned in. Cheered on the Cowgirls. Everybody cheering on the Cowgirls as Theo goes down low, guarded there well by Kaler. Yellow Jackets looking to cut into the lead of 3. Turnaround off the glass is up and good for Thiel. Willow Thiel's got 8 in the second half. And she's got 10 total coming off the bench.
Yeah, they're able to do some damage once they get that ball down low there.
2:25 to go. 1 point lead for the Cowgirls. Region 8 AA basketball tournament action. Jude up. Draws the foul. Jude's going to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, I think you're probably going to see the ball in Jude's hands quite a bit here down the stretch. We'll see if she can, make some good decisions here, decide when she can go to the basket and when she can kick, and then she's going to have to knock down some free throws.
Jude's first free throw is good. Jude with 10 points on a night, double digits.
You want your seniors at the line.
That one's a little bit off the mark, and it's rebounded on the weak side. 2:12 to go. Cowgirls lead is 2 as we approach the 2-minute mark.
No threes here. You've got plenty of fouls to give if you need to.
Tipped away there by Jude, controlled by the Cowgirls with a 2-point lead under 2 minutes to go. Pass ahead to Yagi, up and draws the foul, and that'll be Thiel's 4th foul. Nice play there, nice pass from Jude to Yagi. Yagi went up, and Thiel knocked her down.
Doing a good job there in transition. Yeah, only 2 minutes to go here, but the 7th grader running the floor. Jude able to find her, putting the pressure on Perham, make sure they get back on defense.
Yagi sinks it.
Look at the youngster stepping up to the line.
7th grader.
Saying, just give it to me, I'll take it.
What's the term I'm looking for? Cold as steel. Got the second one for the 7th grader. She's got 7. The lead is 4. 1:52 to go. Cowgirls with a 4-point lead. Number 3 seed versus the number 6 seed. Down low to Thiel. There she goes. In the lane, 1, 2, 3, and they get out in time.
I'm okay with fouling her down there. You only have 2 team fouls.
That's true.
Before she gets in the act of shooting, just go ahead and foul her.
1:30 to go. Thiel down low. Passes it out to Johnson for 3. Little bit strong. Thiel on the board, and they're going to say, I believe Kaler backed into her.
I'm okay with that. You got to put a body on her first. Long rebounds are tough.
All right, let's see here. I think they called it on her. Yes, it was. So that'll be on Cameron Kaler. That's her 2nd personal. Only 3 team fouls on the Cowgirls. 7. Oh, there's a 3-point shot. Not what you wanted, Coach, but Jude gets the board. 1:18 to go. Cowgirls with a 4-point lead.
No, Jude. You can take your time.
Oh, goodness, Coach.
You're going to have to make some free throws.
Jude with a Euro step, puts it up and in for 2. What a nice play by Jude getting the 2 points.
Or that
works too. 1 minute to go. 48-42. penetration drive, no fouls. And Willow Theo gets the weak side rebound, and Jude Held puts her to the line for 2. Again, not a bad foul there. You're going to put her at the line.
Well, I don't mind the foul, but I don't want to foul her in the act of shooting. You only have 4 team fouls.
Well, that's true. I'm excited, Coach. 54.8 seconds to go.
You don't want to give them the opportunity to score with the clock stopped.
That first free throw is no good. Willow Thiel having a great night here for the Yellow Jackets. Got 10 on the night unofficially.
Yeah, she's been able to do some damage. Once she gets that ball in the paint, she's able to back Grace down and go ahead and score.
Razor getting ready to check back in. Second free throw no good. Rebound by Erickson. Cowgirls get it up ahead to Yagi. Yagi passes it over to Materi, up and in for 2, and going to the line. Materi has got 14, looking for 15.
I mean, I don't know if the door's shut, Joe, but
it's creaking.
It's there ain't much daylight in it right now.
2 timeouts left for the Jackets, 3 timeouts left for the Cowgirls. And it looks like we're going to call a timeout, did we not? And I think we do. It must be a short one. We'll just keep it here, Brian, or do you want to take a quick break?
No, that's fine. We can stay here.
All right, we'll take it. We'll just keep it here. Oh, my. Grace, I don't know what happened there. Was it an injury or something, or what happened? Because they're coming back already.
Yeah, I don't know what the stoppage was for.
I didn't see any referee give a timeout signal.
No, they didn't go to the table and give a signal at all.
No. So there's still 2 timeouts on the board for the Yellow Jackets, 3 for the Cowgirls, 48.3 to go. Materi for the traditional three-point play is good. Materi with 6 in the second half. Now we got a timeout on the floor. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Cowgirls 51. The Yellow Jackets 42. Back after these messages.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Brad about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738.
Welcome back to Perham High School, Perham, Minnesota, home of the Yellow Jackets, and the Cowgirls lead by 9, matching their biggest lead of the game. This is the 3rd time now, leading by 9, 51-42 with 48.3 seconds to go. So what'd you tell them in the huddle there now, Coach?
You know, you got to just play good, solid defense, no fouls, no threes, take good care of the basketball when we have it, and see if you can finish this thing out. You only got 48 seconds here to go to stay alive here in the playoffs.
So after the timeout, now there's confusion by the referees here. The Cowgirls went thinking they were going to get another free throw, but it was after Carsey's free throw.
Yeah, so I think they kind of lost track of what they were doing there.
Yeah, I think so. So it's 48 seconds to go. Here we go. And Parker Yagi, not a bad call again. I'm sure that was maybe instruction from the bench, huh?
Well, I mean,
maybe
you're okay with the foul. You got one more that you can give before they're shooting. I'd like to see a little more time run off though if you're gonna foul.
So Morris gets it out high to Johnson. Again, she's deadly from 3. A long 3, way off the mark. Was out of bounds, and it'll be Cowgirl ball with 39 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think that's Johnson just trying to take it into her own hands there. You got your top scorer there. She's a senior too as well. Just trying to do what she can to get the team back in the game.
She took that one from about 8 feet beyond the arc. 51-42, and a quick foul on the other end. And that foul was by Mickelson. That'll be, I believe, her second personal.
Yeah, you're going to see free throws here. We'll see how many Breck can make. Perham going to try and extend the game as much as they can.
Again, the number 3 seed Yellow Jackets, number 6 seed Cowgirls. And the Cowgirls looking for an upset.
Well, you had to know that they could win in this building. They did it earlier this year.
Yep. So Jude Held, I'm not going to say her percentage. First one is good. Again, I'll hold off on that, Brian. She is now, I've got her unofficially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 6 from the line. 52-42, biggest lead of the game for the Cowgirls. That one's off the mark. Hustling for the board, Yagi. And there's a bump, and it's going to be out of bounds. Off of Johnson, it'll be Cowgirl ball. As Bernadas checks in for Erickson. Another ball handler here for the Cowgirls.
Ball handler, good free throw shooter.
There's a whistle and a foul on Johnson. Parker Yagi will be going to the line.
Well, we know she can make some.
2 7th graders on the floor right now currently for the Cowgirls. As Erickson gets ready to check back in for Bernadas after this first free throw. Double bonus. Oh, rims in and out. Parker just missed that one. Parker so far on the night, 7 points for her as Erickson checks in.
Yeah, 10-point lead here, Joe. I just don't think there are enough possessions left.
33.1. Now it's an 11-point lead as Yagi gets that one to fall. Back come the Yellow Jackets. 29 seconds. Mickelson way out high for a 3-point. Short. She gets her own board and goes to the line. Jude accidentally fouls her, and she'll go to the line. I believe, I don't think that was a shooting foul. She might have been.
She was shooting, yeah. She got the rebound there and was going to go back up. You just got to let her score there.
Yep. So Jude picks up her second foul. Excuse me, that's 3 on Jude. And a missed free throw there by Mickelson. She's 1 for 3 from the line as Consemius checks back in. Cameron Kaler and Erickson go out. Nice round of applause from the Cowgirl fans that are here. 11-point lead with 22.5 seconds to go. Now it's a 10-point lead. As Mickelson's 2 for 4 from the line today. Some substitutions here for Olivia Pilgrim comes in for the Jackets.
You just got to get it in and go make some free throws.
Again, Jonica Bernadas gets it up in. Here's the 2 7th graders to Yagi up and in. A little bit too hard off the glass. Bernadas gets the board. And she's trying to turn around and falls down, hits her head. And she was out earlier for concussion protocol. Let's hope she didn't do it there. She bounces right up and comes out of there with 14 seconds to go. Jump ball, possession arrow to the Cowgirls. 10-point lead, 14 seconds to go. They're running out of possessions here, Brian. Cowgirls, reach foul there is going to be called against Mickelson. That'll be her 3rd, and Jude Held to go to the line for the double bonus. I think I can say it now. Jude is 77% free throw shooter, averaging 15 points a game.
Yeah, you certainly want her at the line.
Jude so far on the night, like I said, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for 8. 12.9 seconds to go. 11-point lead, 12-point lead. And just no fouls here now by the Cowgirls. Just let them shoot, let them hoist it up. And they do. Off the iron, Grace on the board. 5 seconds to go, and they can just hold on to the ball. The Cowgirls gonna win in Perham, 55-43. How about that? Cowgirls come away. Number 6 upsets number 3. As much as you want to call it an upset, but on the seeding side of it, it is an upset. So number 6 comes into number 3 and defeats the Perham Yellow Jackets. The Cowgirls victorious 55-43 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Cowgirls defeat. Now we can talk about the brackets, Brian, and talk about where the Cowgirls go next. So we can do that after we take a break. So we'll be right back here for the Red River Grain postgame show coming up next. Again, the Cowgirls victorious 55-43 over the Yellow Jackets. Come on back for the Red River Grain postgame show coming up next.
1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, We strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Why shop at Nielsen Electric in Wahpeton? Here's a few reasons. They're locally owned and operated. The service department technicians at Nielsen's have over 35 years of combined experience. And when you shop at Nielsen Electric, you'll always receive friendly personal service before and after the sale. Nielsen Electric on Dakota Avenue in beautiful downtown Wahpeton. Check them out online at nielsenelectric.com.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
What matters is you finding the right college for yourself. And so I transferred to NDSCS. I love the fact that people are always nice to you and you make a lot of great friends. My name is Dawafi and I am here for my future.
They've always come through for me. I trust their word. I trust what it is that they're selling, and I'll go back there again.
We have developed a trust relationship that makes walking in the door at Nelson's a good experience.
It's HOL time. Hydrate and energize with a shake or tea from HOL Nutrition. Enjoy one of dozens of fun flavors, like the Shamrock Cake Shake, or how about the Spring Breaker Protein Tea? Delicious and nutritious. HOL Nutrition, helping create a healthier and happier community. Best of luck to the Yellow Jackets and all the Heart of Lakes Conference teams in the Section 8 tournament from HOL Nutrition in beautiful downtown Perham.
Better living begins at home, and Three Rivers Decorating in Wahpeton is your personal designing service. New flooring in your home can totally change its look and feel. Three Rivers Decorating has dozens of vinyl plank designs to choose from, along with carpet, tile, and linoleum. Whether it's updating your home's interior or retail space, Three Rivers Decorating has all of the latest styles and trends. They also offer free estimates. Give them a call today, 701-642-8454. Econo Foods in Wahpeton and Breckenridge is your employee-owned hometown grocery store. Now offering grocery pickup Monday through Friday. Order your groceries online and pick them up the same day. Just go to econoonestop.com and place your order. econoonestop.com. It's that simple. Econo Foods in Wahpeton and Breckenridge, your hometown grocery store. Bruder's Butcher, Highway 75 North Breckenridge, believes in community, customer service, and the goodness of meat. Bruder's Butcher provides quality raised and butchered beef at an affordable price. From raising cattle born on family farms to butchering and preparing the meat for your dinner table, they are that dedicated. Stop into their store located Highway 75 North Breckenridge or check them out online, brudersbutcher.com.
Bundling auto and home insurance is a great way to save money and precious time. Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge, will make it easy and convenient with your local, fully licensed staff ready to help make sure you're protecting the things that mean the most to you. Their team is ready and knowledgeable in farm insurance, life insurance, business, home, and auto insurance. So stop by or call Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, or call 643-8511. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers more money for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Tom about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738.
Well, welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching, and you saw a dandy tonight. Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson here on the call, and welcome, everybody, to the Red River Grain Postgame Show. Drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain for your area farmers for years and getting your best possible prices. Our postgame show brought to you by Red River Grain. Brian, final score 55-43. It was 26-18 at half, and the Cowgirls just kind of kept that lead. It got down to, I think, 2 points at one point, but then the Cowgirls seemed to stretch it back.
Yeah, they just did everything that they needed to do. They didn't panic, and I think, with the veteran team that they have, you just expect that from them. And I think coming into this building, a lot of times you go on the road, you're a higher seed or whatever. You're like, we got to go on the road. We have a tough time playing there. I think they came into this game with a lot of confidence, feeling like, hey, we could get a win in this building. We did earlier in the season. And they played a good, solid basketball game. They stuck with their game plan. Perham did a good job of battling back, cut the lead to 2, making some good shots. They got the ball inside. And made a nice run, but like the veteran team that Breckenridge is, they didn't panic. No. We always talk about it's a game of runs, and you've got to, they're going to go on their run. You got to take a timeout. You got to talk about it, fix a couple of things, make a couple adjustments, and then you got to go back out and then you got to go on your run. And Breck did a good job of that with about 2.5 minutes to go. They could have been really timid with the basketball, not look the fast break, and they got some buckets in transition, and they got some fouls in transition that helped them stretch that lead out.
The girls come back out onto the court here, and they are met by a cheering group of fans that made the travel over here to Perham. 70-some miles over here across, a little over an hour drive to get to Perham, but again, a great scene here as the Cowgirls come out and get welcomed and greeted by their family members and classmates. What a great scene.
Yeah, just, it's what you want. I mean, especially if you're a senior, you want to keep playing basketball. And Breck did what they needed to do in order to extend their season, come into a tough place to play, go on the road, and they get a win, just a good, solid win. They got performances out of everyone.
Yeah, we'll go
it wasn't just one player. It was the entire team, and you got some big buckets and big free throws by some of these young kids, these seventh graders playing in a playoff game for the first time.
Huge.
It's just a good, solid team. They've got a good group of leaders that are able to lead this team to victory, and it's nice to see them come out on top and extend their season.
Again, the Cowgirls victorious here. Number 6 seed upsets the number 3 seed, and we'll continue on. We'll talk about the bracket and where they're going to play next this coming Friday night, but we'll quick go through the scoring here for Perham. Perham, 10 points from Maya Morris. She had 2 3-pointers in the second half. 4 points from Razor. 10 points from Will Thiel coming off the bench. 10 points for Sydney Anderson with a couple of, she actually had 3 threes. 7 points for Katie Johnson. Didn't quite get to double figures, averaging 13. 7 points for Katie Johnson and 2 points for Grace Mickelson. There's your scoring for the Perham Yellow Jackets. All right, Brian, let's take a look here at the Cowgirls. They spread it out pretty well here when you hear this. 5 points from Cameron Kaler, doing her usual lunchbox work down low. Anna Erickson, 6 points. Parker Yagi coming off the bench, 8 points. Jonica Bernadas came off the bench, didn't do any scoring for the Cowgirls, but she had a lot of offensive and defensive pressure that she handled very well. And then 6 points for Grace Conzemius, all in the second half. Then 15 points for Carsey Materi and 15 for Jude Held unofficially for them. I might have missed a free throw for Carsey, but again, both Carsey Materi and Jude Held in double figures for the Cowgirls.
Well, those are your big scorers. They got the job done. Jude, the senior, Carsey, the junior, both veteran players. Carsey hit a big 3 to kind of hold Perham off a little bit, and then Jude kind of went to work, kind of taking over on offense a little bit, driving to the basket, making some free throws. Didn't make both sets that she had in there, but still able to make one of 2 a couple times there to help string out the lead. But really taking care of the ball, making good decisions in transition, and not turning it over late. That could be a problem. Perham put on the press, and then that can speed you up a little bit. If you don't have a good, solid point guard that can handle that pressure and continue to make those decisions, it can be tough for you. So just a good, solid performance all around by the team. You don't need one person to go off for 30 points or whatever. You just need a group of girls who are going to go out and do their job. You're going to get scoring from here, going to get rebounds from here, and you're just going to get, a big bucket here from this girl, and then a big bucket here from this girl, a couple good free throws from this girl. And that's all you need in order to put together a good team win. And Breck did everything that they needed tonight to hold off Perham here at home.
Everybody's hugging and having a good time down there. I'll quick run through the shout-outs here first, but Brian, the Cowgirls continue on. It's tournament season. You don't get much rest in between games. So tomorrow they got practice, and then on Friday they head to Holly. Holly was a 77-38 winner tonight over Thief River Falls. So Holly will host the Breckenridge Cowgirls on Friday night at 7 p.m. And we're going to be there with Three Borders Sports Network. As long as we get permission to be there, we will be there.
Yeah, we're going to try and be there. It's going to be another game where Breck will be a bit of an underdog, and they'll have to go on the road, sort of the same environment that they had tonight, go and play against a team who you've had a little bit of, I think they split during the season, right? So they split during the season, so same thing as this, but now you got to go back on the road and see if you can pick up a win there.
And that's where they lost.
That's where they did lose, and that was early in the season too. We had talked about that on the coaches show. That was early in the season. They didn't finish out the game the way that they needed to. They were right there. I think they lost that game by 4 or 5 points, but just didn't get it done down the stretch. Now, if they play the way they did tonight and they're able to, just stay in the game, you can't expect that you're going to have a blowout or whatever. You got to be ready for a good basketball game, a close basketball game, and then you got to be ready to finish it out down the stretch like you did tonight.
It's a very, very good showing here by the Cowgirls tonight. Coach Emdeck said in our pregame show the girls had a great practice yesterday, one of their best practices all season, Coach. And what does that mean coming into tournament play when you do that on your first night?
Well, you play the way you practice. So if you practice well and you know that you're preparing yourself for a good basketball game, going to have to do it again tomorrow. Probably have a light practice. You got to scout. Got to watch a little bit of film. Get some good work in, just kind of fine-tune some things, maybe look at some things that you didn't do well tonight, maybe some of the spacing issues that they had early in this game on the pick and roll, fix some of those things, and then work on, the help defense is great, but then you got to also recover and get back to your girl, get a hand up on some of those shots. Just fix a couple tiny things and then get ready for another good basketball game here.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to quick go through the shout-outs. We'll give our schedule, and then we'll wrap it up here. So Kelson's, Chris, thank you very much for tuning in. Emma's watching down in Cancun. Thank you, Emma. And don't forget to bring Coach and your favorite sports announcer something back from Cancun.
Here we go.
Wendorf's, thank you, Shannon. Evans family watching. Tara Clostrike watching. The Butsies are watching too. Margaret Wilson, Tolberts, Tollefson's, Shelley, Glenn, Lisa Altoff, thanks for tuning in. Tanner Rabbithead sent us a text message. Jeannie, Chris Burnt, thank you all for tuning in. Those of you who didn't send text messages, we appreciate you just as much. Thank you very much. We also want to extend a great thank you here to the athletic director, Aaron Anderson, here in Perham. He was very kind in putting us up here in the mezzanine level, and a nice perch here for us, and setting up a nice table for us. And tomorrow night, buddy, we got stuff going on.
Yeah, we're got to go back at it now on the boys' side tomorrow night. That one will be from Breckenridge. They will take on Frazee, who they lost to just recently. So we'll see how that shakes out. Frazee, that puts a little confidence in their corner. They're going to come into that game thinking that they can win. And Breckenridge is going to have to get off to a good start on the boys' side tomorrow night. You can't give Frazee any confidence coming into that game. If you let them in early, then you're going to be in for a long, tough battle. It's playoff time. Anything can happen. But you better be ready to get off to a good start tomorrow night.
We'll get there and get set up. Again, a number 3 seed taking on a 6 seed. Again, only it's reversed this time. Breckenridge is the 3 seed. Frazee is the 6 seed. So we'll try and get a word with Coach Stephen Lipp for our pregame show. And Raleigh Lipp, the voice, will be joining us on tomorrow night from Breckenridge.
We'll be the full crew tomorrow night.
We will have the full crew tomorrow night. So tell your friends and neighbors that we will have the game, and Raleigh will be on with Brian and I. And we will have a good time tomorrow night as the Cowboys take on the Frazee Hornets tomorrow night in Region 8 AA basketball. Again, Three Borders Sports is going to try and travel to as many games as we can here throughout the playoffs for the Cowboys. As long as we get permission from the hosting schools, we're going to do in the games as many as we can. Coach, anything else on the Red River Grain postgame show?
No, just a great basketball game.
It was fun.
A good playoff basketball game, exciting. Kind of came down to the finish. I know Breck stretched the lead out, but they did what they needed to do. Nice to see them finish the game. You know, you don't want to turn it into a nail biter where you start missing free throws and turning the ball over. It just a good way to finish the game and should give you confidence here, knowing that you can win on the road in the playoffs and that you're going to have to go on the road again. A team that you split with, so some of the same scenarios from tonight, you can use all that as motivation. But you got to forget about this game. You can enjoy it on the way home or whatever. When you wake up tomorrow, this game's done. You got to be ready to play basketball on the day after.
All right, so good luck to the girls on Friday. Again, we're going to hope to travel with them up to Holly. We'll work on that tomorrow all day to get permissions to go up there. But we will for sure be at Breckenridge High School tomorrow night as the Breckenridge Cowboys take on the Frazee Hornets. Your final score from Perham High School, the Cowgirls victorious 55-43 and move on in Region 8 AA action. For Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner. Thank you everybody for watching Three Borders Sports Network, and we will be on the air tomorrow night around 6:45 with Cowboy basketball. Thanks for watching Three Borders Sports Network.